Digital campaign.
Digital campaign.
Multimedia.
Multimedia.
Creative economy.
Political economy. Participation.
Interactivity.
Interactivity.
How do participatory media campaigns change the way people think?
What does the digitization of campaigns mean for designers?
How do ethics fit into a capitalist economy?
And what will this mean for us?
So, let us tell you what we've learned.
Digital campaigns involve the use of different media tools, such as sound, image, email, blogs, videos, and more to change the way people think, behave, and live. Usually, these media are combined together on a website.
New participatory media tools have made this type of communication possible. In doing so, they have allowed people in the creative industries, such as designers, a new outlet to express their political and social views.
There are undoubtedly many factors that make the internet and its capacity to hold many digital forms attractive: campaigning, transmission speed,
And there's a global reach.
Yeah, and the low publishing cost.
But most importantly, the different forms of digital media on the internet offer an alternative to mainstream media.
The aim of these digital campaigns, like any campaign, is to change the way people think about a certain social issue. And as multimedia, by definition, is application-oriented, it makes the perfect tool for interaction with social issues.
In the contemporary industry, two famous examples of digital campaigns that people may be familiar with are GetUp and Earth Hour.
In our investigation, we found many multimedia companies have recently started using digital tools to promote their clients' political views.
Some of these companies simply capitalize on the rising number of clients looking to advocate their political views on the internet. But some also filter the clients in order to work towards their own agendas.
The more we looked around, the more of these companies we found had sprung up recently on the web.
One of the most prominent of these companies is Digital Eskimo, who we were able to get an insider's perspective from.
We interviewed one of their directors, Duncan Underwood, who told us about the business process of filtering non-government organizations and other institutions to fit in with their ethical principles.
Which brings us to the whole idea of how these campaigns do fit in with the political sphere whilst maintaining a place in the economy.
Digital Schema does this by taking on clients which don't necessarily embody their values but don't oppose them either, such as Telstra.
The spread of horizontally organized individual communications through the internet, or mass self-communications, as Castells terms it, is producing a counterpower of divergent meanings which challenge the official accounts emphasized by the corporate mass media in the creation of political conversation.
Counterpower is a result companies like Digital Schema, Social Signal, and Vertical Designs aim to produce.
Terry Flu's writing argues the need for values in cultural products, such as websites, stating that values are needed to inform creative products because otherwise the market will only recognize consumer preferences.
Well, web campaign companies which only take on certain digital campaigns aren't just working towards the preferences of consumers or indeed the clients who come to them.
Not only that, but the digitization of campaigns has changed the relationship between producers and clients, allowing clients and consumers to have a more active involvement in the campaign development process. And in turn, according to Duncan, the active involvement of clients with producers makes the final product better represent the client's requirements.
But their web campaign services are still a commodified product.
That's right, and it brings us to another issue within the industry, which is the commodification of creativity. Designers and other creative professionals are now being given new opportunities to fulfill certain jobs, which have come about because of the development of digital campaigns.
Artists are well and truly a vital part of the economy these days. Digital campaigns are an outlet for artists to be politically involved as well.
One of the most intriguing concepts our interviewee revealed was the idea of ethical investment.
The term ethical investment itself shows how these creative industries are changing from strictly revenue-based to culture-based.
As mentioned before, digital campaigns act as a counterpower to create a more balanced perspective. So this kind of ethical investment is not just beneficial to the company, but the industry as a whole, because consumers are given more of a choice of information about social issues.
Yeah, so I guess the hope for these companies is that consumers will recognize their choices, because this kind of ethical investment is very rare in capitalist society where most businesses are money-driven.